Good evening, everyone. I am Angela GEGG, and you're watching Angie live at 5 in Dubai. We're in the Viewzil TV studios right here in Media City. Like the rest of the world, we've hit a global reset, and I'm featuring different guests and segments which can help put a smile on your face, escape the day, and assist with the things that can make your life easier, less complex, better, and just all around awesome. Having a media platform gives me a personal responsibility to use my voice and give back to society. I use my voice to send messages to our viewers, and I give back to society by inviting local businesses on the show. Now, more than ever, it's important to support those who are working hard to survive this crisis. It's fairly hard to escape news relating to climate change. You only have to look at the statistics. Atmospheric carbon dioxide is at its highest level for 3 million years. And the global average temperature has increased by nearly 2 degrees worldwide. The effects of climate change are happening right now. Ice caps are shrinking. Global water shortages are happening. Sea levels are rising, and the weather has become less predictable than ever before. Something needs to be done, and sooner rather than later. Otherwise, the world as we know it could quickly become a very different place. With this in mind, it's vital for major industries to now look at themselves, their practices, their processes, and to identify ways to become more sustainable. Obviously, today we're going to be discussing climate change and the arts and fashion. Today, I have guests from around the world on the show. I've got Dr. Eduard Muller, a global leader of regenerative development and design, and an advocate of sustainability and economics. He has held 200 conferences in more than 30 countries in North, Central, and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia to a diverse public, including presidents, politicians, governors, ministers, students and teachers at universities, businessmen, international organizations, and local and indigenous communities. Turner Mojika is also here with us. He's an international management consultant who's worked with Fortune 500 executives and consultants, as well as Oscar and Grammy nominated producers, acclaimed directors, designers, photographers, and international celebrities. He specializes with business and networking, startups, nonprofits, and of course, universities. He's presently developing a multicultural project in Latin America. And he says Costa Rica will be the first regenerative country in the world. And right now, it's also #1 in North America and Latin America on how they're handling the COVID-19 pandemic. He and Dr. Mueller will be joining me later to discuss climate change and how the arts plays a vital role in it all. But for now, guys, it's all about fashion, 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 fashion. I'm joined in the studios today with a young lady who is, to me, an inspiration. I love her work. I love what she's doing. She has an amazing boutique on the Palm Jumeirah. And she's here with us, I said, from Indonesia. She's had a boutique there, and she's just super awesome. More with her when we get back, guys. And we are back. I'm in the studios joined with my favorite segment on the fashion forefront. I have Tutus in the studios with me. She's a mother, a wife, and a businesswoman. She's been in Dubai just under 6 years. She had her first boutique in Bali, her home country of Indonesia. And she's brought her eclectic styles right here to Dubai. We have our very own Tutus. She's here with me, guys, today. Tutus, I apologize about the last name.
No problem.
Kurinati?
Kurniati.
Kurniati. Tutus Kurinati is here with me today.
Yes.
Tutus Kurinati. I love it. I love
problem,
it. I love it. I
Angela,
love
no
it. I'm a
problem.
big fan of your work, of your boutique.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you so much.
everything I'm seeing, but sometimes pronunciation, girl.
I know. Don't worry about it. You're not the first, and you're going to be the last.
But now we're going to get it out on the show.
Yes. Kurniati.
Kurniati.
There you go.
It
Perfect.
almost sounds Italian.
I know, yeah,
Right?
but
Kurinati.
no, but that's just like my last name, and this is like my parents' given name. So yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So Tutus, you're originally from Indonesia.
Yes, correct.
Amazing, amazing. Tell me a little bit about that. How was it to grow up in Indonesia? I mean, what's the comparison? Indonesia, Dubai?
Oh, it's a bit far because in Indonesia we have only one season, or maybe like two, rainy and summer. That's it.
Right.
We don't have like 4 seasons, and our temperature is between 22 to 35. That's it. And all is just more family oriented, very sociable, and we just like family people and very, very loving and smiley.
Yeah, I personally, I'm a big fan of Indonesia, so
Oh, thank
anybody
you.
from Indonesia watching, it's one of my favorite places to go
Yes.
to. So you started out with your love of fashion over there.
Yes.
And you opened a boutique over there. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about what that's like.
So when I opened a boutique in Bali, it was just about my design, my creation, and I used to have like a group of team that is creating it, and I'm the one that is the creative director as well. But it's all about my design. Right now in Dubai, I have a different concept on that. Then we will get back on that
Okay,
later.
super.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to get into fashion? What gave you this drive and, fashion ambition?
Well, obviously it's in my blood. Like I
Yeah.
try to get rid of it. It's coming back all the time. So it's like truly fashion is my passion. Like I cannot explain more than that because it's just what I love the most in this world.
Fashion is your passion.
There
I
you
love
go.
it. And
There
I love
you
you're looking
go.
very trendy. I love the outfit
you.
today. This is
Thank
obviously
you
is from
so
your
much.
boutique.
Yes, correct.
I love it.
Yes.
I love everything.
Head to toe.
Head to toe, you're fabulous.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So are you. Look at you.
Thank you.
Ow.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So one thing, Tutus, it's really important for me
Yeah.
having this platform to be
Yes.
able to bring on local
That
businesses.
is amazing
Yeah.
because you know what has been going on with the COVID.
Of course, of
Everybody
course.
and everywhere in the world,
Of course,
obviously.
of course.
We are all affected.
And you
yeah.
recently opened your store in the Palm Jumeirah.
Correct.
Just
yeah.
recently opened.
Yes. yes.
Yeah. So, and unfortunately, right as you opened, COVID
Yes.
hit us.
I just
So-
had my grand opening, and then a month later, COVID closed.
Right. COVID came up.
Yes.
Well, your store is really amazing. I know when people walk in, what's the first thing that you want them to see, expect them to see?
That it's different than the other store, and if you've seen any other concept store in the mall, that you can tell that this is like a different one. Like from the color choices, from everything, I'm like there, and I'm bold, and I'm like different than the rest. Because my concept store, it has a theme, like it's a resort wear.
Right.
But this resort wear is connecting to Dubai. You know.
I actually have a few pictures of your store that I'd like to
Yes,
share
yes.
with our audience because we have people watching all over the world. So
Thank
we're here in
you.
Dubai, but we also have a big audience. So you can actually, this is the entry of her
Yes.
store there. It's so amazing. Tell us about this. Your dress is fabulous.
Thank you so much. So it's a concept store that I'm inspired by Dubai. Dubai is a coastal city, and since it's surrounded by water, I have so many selections from bikinis until like resort wear, but we are still in the city. So we have like evening dresses, work clothes, everything to provide for people that living in a coastal city living. So it's Dubai, Perth, Melbourne, LA.
Amazing.
Wherever.
And I love the You Go Girl in your store.
Yeah.
You go girl, hey.
And all my stuff are women, so it's women empowerment.
I love that, women
Yes.
empowerment. So
Yes.
you're a mom,
Yes.
wife,
Yes.
a businesswoman,
Yes.
and you're like, I'm still gonna do, I don't need to work, but I'm going to open my store because I want to encourage women,
Yes.
modern women to come in
And I believe in them so much.
I love it.
Like you are.
Oh, thank you. Me and all the viewers, hopefully,
Exactly, of
everybody
course,
watching,
of course.
hopefully they can get a style sense from you.
Yes.
I actually read in one of the articles that your store mirrors your own fashion sense.
Yes,
So,
correct.
so that's incredible
So
for
it's
me
a-
because
yeah.
fashion's like art.
Yes, because it's like an approach that I'm using, which is I just want to my store to represent me.
Right.
And I hope what me is enough for the world, let's say.
I think it's enough. I think it's more than enough. You're absolutely fabulous.
Because I'm also representative of like most of the women, also like I'm a mom, I'm a businesswoman, and I'm trying to juggle it all together, and hopefully I can make it.
I think you definitely will be able to. I mean, you have an amazing team.
Yes,
they speak extremely highly of you. You seem very passionate. You know, some business owners come in and they just, I want to open a store.
Yes.
You actually are really caring.
I put my heart.
Yes, it's 100% you.
Yes.
And I saw that when you know, it's a very special store. I think anybody out there needs to go Palm Jumeirah. Check it out, you know.
In Nakil Mall.
Yeah, in the Nakil Mall.
Yeah.
But for sure, we'll get, I want to talk more about the store,
Sure.
of course.
Yes.
We are just going to take a very short commercial break, and then we'll be back to talk more about your store.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. See you in a minute. You guys know you're locked into Planet Dubai right here at Viewsel TV. I'm joined in the studios with Tutus.
Hi.
I love it. I love the name. You should have Tutus.
Yes,
It's so fabulous.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So Tutus, if you guys are watching, if you're just joining us, she has a fashion boutique. It's right here in Dubai. She is a surviving, you know, businesswoman here. She opened just before COVID-19. So of course, it's really important for me to, you know, reflect our local businesses and encourage people to say, hey, we're not giving up. We're here to stay. And she's extremely passionate about fashion, and I love fashion, so we're going to talk more about that.
Yes, sure.
Tutus,
Yes.
what inspired you to open up all the places in Dubai? You decided Palm Jumeirah.
Because it's mirroring exactly the same how is my idea and my concept. So
Right.
when first time I arrived in Dubai, I was pregnant, and then I see Dubai a lot more, and I take in it, and I'm inspired. Like, so Dubai is a city that's surrounded by water. So, but I see a loophole in the market in Dubai that there is no concept store that provided like head to toe for that kind of market. So that's where I come in.
I love it. I love it. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. You had a big opening event. You had a big, you know, fashion to do. Anybody was there. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you feel when you actually got to open your store and have that event?
Yeah, so it was amazing event, and I'm so grateful that I still be able to do that before COVID. So there was a lot of people coming, and I was appreciative so much whoever did come. And it was fun night, and we just celebrate our collection, and we just celebrate us. And I hope Dubai welcome us.
I love it. I'm actually going to share a few pictures of this opening with our viewers. Guys at home, check this out. Look at that. How fabulous. Your green dress was just to die for.
Thank you so much.
I guess you had a huge opening here. It looks like a fabulous party. You can see all the attendees there with you. I love it. Tell us a little bit about these were some of your guests at the show?
Yes, this is my guests, my clients, my friends, my family. Everybody is there to support me, and thank you very much, guys.
I love it. You had a big fashion show along with this too.
Yes, correct.
So you had models, all the fabulous people in Dubai.
Yes. Hopefully, yeah.
I love it. So also I was told, you know, of course when I have guests on the show, I like to do my research and do my homework. I was told that you actually handpick all the pieces in your store.
True.
So you go out of your way. Tell us, how does this feel?
Yeah, because this is my passion. So doing that is like the most fun thing to do for me. So I travel wherever Fashion Week is, from New York, London, Milan, Paris, London, everywhere. Everywhere where is the Fashion Week, I was there.
Amazing. So you literally pick the collections.
Handpick one by one.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So whatever you see over there, it's from love.
It's from love. So
Yeah.
guys, that's actually quite impressive because you go into a lot of stores and it's just so generic. It's just generic, all the regular stuff there.
Yes.
But people here, one of the biggest complaints we get in Dubai is that people say, I have nowhere to shop.
Yes.
Nothing is unique. The dresses are all the same. I don't know what to buy.
Yes, that's
So
exactly.
your store is the difference.
Correct.
I love it. I actually have some images of this fashion show. Let's take a look at that. I love it. Work in the catwalk. Looks so nice. Yes, I love it. And all the colors, the pinks and all the colors in your store are so full.
Thank you.
Absolutely fabulous. Is this one of the first events that you've done in Dubai?
No, actually this was the second one, because the first event was like I worked together with the Russian social club.
And there you are on the screen actually.
Yes.
There's Tutus Kurinati.
Thank you. You got it.
I got it right.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you got it. Perfect, perfect.
I love it. I had to end the set, with your photo there looking fabulous.
Sure. Thank you so much.
I love it. You're welcome. So cute. So you were saying?
Yeah, so my first event was with the Russian Social Club community, and it was for gala dinner for Christmas.
Oh,
so it was
wonderful.
Fabulous, like all the Russian ladies were there, and we had dinner and we had fun, and there were some fashion shows as well with all my dresses. So it's like introducing me to the Russian community in Dubai.
Amazing. I love it. I love it. Do you also ship worldwide, or is it just a local?
I do. I have an online website, and it ships worldwide, and soon my website will have Apple Pay, so it makes life easier.
I love it.
Yes.
So why don't we let the audience know, let's say somebody wanted to go online and order some of your items.
Sure.
They could easily just do that, go onto the website and order, and you deliver.
Correct.
Amazing. What are some of the must-haves for this season?
Yeah, the must-have for the bag is definitely a bucket bag, and for the shoes is of Alexander Vautier is always the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the clothes, it's more like Sara Battaglia. It's the first Italian brand. This brand, Sara Battaglia, and we are the first to have it in the whole UAE.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's impressive.
And you cannot find it anywhere else.
Do you have a patent on it, like where people cannot, or they're just loyal to you?
No, they're just like more like loyalty, and then like relationships.
Okay,
Yeah.
super. That's really good.
Yeah.
So you, as a businesswoman, you were here, you opened your store, and then COVID-19 hit.
Yes.
It's taken a toll on everyone.
Everyone.
How did you, as an entrepreneur, let's say somebody's watching and maybe they're experiencing the same thing and they're thinking of closing down. You said, no, I'm not going to close down.
No.
I'm keeping my store open.
Yes.
How did that feel? How does that make you as a businesswoman feel? You just opened your store and this happened, but you have to keep going.
Of course, it was tough and not easy, obviously, but I tried to keep positive and stay positive because I have my team and I'm responsible for them, and I don't want to disappoint them or myself. So what I started, I will stay and keep on going. But you need to cut back some expenses that you can cut back, then everything is okay, and just stay stable,
Yeah,
like
right.
just try to cut back some.
Any future plans? Anything in the works that you're planning? Maybe like at home fashion, consultancy.
Oh, yes. So during this COVID and before the lockdown and after the lockdown, we do door-to-door service, concierge. So you just call us or you just go to the boutique and then choose whichever do you want from the website as well. And then only for the UAE,
of course, the
Dubai
UAE,
and Abu Dhabi. And then we just come to your house and then bring your selections there. And then the fashion advisor will help you with all these things.
Oh, wow, that's incredible.
Yes.
I don't think I've not found that here before.
Yes, and this is like cash on delivery. So you choose which one do you want, and then you just right there and then. All for you.
So you guys watching here in the UAE, you can actually go check out her items, choose them, select them, and they'll come to your home for you to fit, try them, and purchase them there.
Yes.
So you don't have that hassle of having to go into the store.
Yes.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, or you can choose it from the website, right? Just choose and then just let us know. We have also like 24 hours.
So you come over with different sizes.
Yes.
If somebody, like, say, is
yes.
Wow, that's
absolutely
insane. That's so
concierge
good.
service, we call it.
That's what's it called? Concierge. Okay.
Yes.
I've not heard of too many places offering that. That is really, really innovative.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
you
so much.
Of course.
Yeah.
So tell me about your team of everybody that's involved with you on this project.
Yeah. So I have 6 girls total, and they are all have been like very, very helpful in this difficult and stressing situation. And I'm just so proud of them. They do like a lot more than I asked for. And I cannot do anything without them, obviously.
Oh, that's amazing. And all ladies.
Yes.
I love it. Female empowerment.
Yes.
I love it. Where do you think that the future of fashion will go with COVID-19? I mean, fashion will never die. It will never, ever die.
No.
I don't think that's something that will go away.
We go with naked.
Yeah. So,
For sure, we do need fashion in the world, and it will be different. For sure.
Right.
It's like natural selection, It's like the strongest will stay,
right,
and will continue, and we'll pick up whatever pieces, and we will learn while growing, while doing it, like, because we human is adapting. So fashion will adapt also
I love
for
it.
COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely right. I'm feeling the 2 earrings that you have going
Yeah.
on. Guys at home, did you notice she's wearing 2 different
Yes,
earrings?
I know.
Tell us a little bit about that trend.
Yeah, so I love like just mix and match, and then the big earring, obviously, like crystals is like big trend in since 2019 and then now 2020 as well. But wearing it too is a big match for me, and I like it just to put on clip on. So whatever clip on that you have, and you put on one that is
Super
statement.
cute. I love that's so cute. It's such a
Thank
great
you.
statement. You also do this at your events. The girls all come out with the same. So you're not just a stylist. You're actually almost a designer in your
Yes.
own. I think in your own light.
That's in future, in the nearest future, I'm planning to have my own brand, like the fashion
Amazing.
brand.
Tell us about that. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. So actually, like the fashion brand is more like a resort collection as well, like going to that direction. So from bikinis to resort to evening, but more about like a Dubai style, you know, like chic and elegant.
Well, I am calling dibs. I'd like to premiere it on my
Sure,
show
no
first.
problem.
When your
Yes.
fashion brand is launched,
I hope soon. I'm
we
praying.
are showing it here on Viewsol first. Okay?
There you go. Sure, thank you.
I love it. For all of our viewers watching, do you want to let them know where they can reach you, your social media accounts,
so-
a website? Let everybody know how they can find you.
Sure, thank you. So my social media account in Instagram is Tutus Kurinati Official, and my website is tutuskurnati.com. So please come and check it out. And my boutique is in Nakil Mall, the Palm Jumeirah. It's Tutus Kurinati, first floor.
First floor, Tutus Kurinati. I love it. Any
Yes.
special hellos, shout outs to anyone watching?
Hi, all my team. Thank you so much, and my husband and my son, and all my other friends that has been supportive of me during this very difficult time. And we're gonna have fun, guys, doing it. Don't worry.
I love it. Tutus, you have such an amazing energy.
Thank
You're so
you, thank
vibrant.
you.
You're an inspiration for
Thank
for
you so
myself,
much.
for women out there. You do everything.
Right back at you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank
and
you.
of course, you know, I will support you any way I can.
Thank you so much, Angela. And what you're doing is totally incredible. And this is like, we really need it, you know, as a small support business. Oh my God, you are like an angel, like your name. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, I know it's not really done. So for me, it's really important to
Yeah.
promote businesses, the
Correct.
people who have, you know, been making a difference. And,
Yes.
you know, I had a chat with one of your employees, and she was just over the moon about you. She said you have just the most pure soul ever, that
Oh
you're a
my
family, that you work together, that you build together. I mean, it was just incredible to hear the feedback
Yes.
about you as a person.
Oh wow.
So
Thank you so much.
Yeah, aside from the fashion, the
Big bonus.
the glamour. Yeah, big bonus. I didn't tell you who it was.
Yeah, exactly. Big bonus, whoever. No, I'm
Aside
joking.
from the fashion, you know, being very iconic, having your own style, you have a very great reputation.
Oh,
and
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
that's
much.
super important to me.
Yes.
Tutus, when we're allowed to film, I'm going to bring the cameras to your boutique. We will be
Thank
coming
you.
in right now, of course, with the restrictions.
Absolutely. I cannot wait.
We'll definitely line that up and come and visit you. I'll walk in. I'll be like, woo,
Yes.
Tutus. We'll definitely
Thank you.
do that.
Thank you so much, Angela. I really appreciate it. And this is what your guys doing is super great. Thank you.
All right, Tutus Kurinati in the studios with me here today. Guys at home, it's time for a short commercial break. When I'm back, we're talking about climate change and the arts. Stay tuned for that. And we are back. Today's so exciting. I had Tutus in the studios talking to us about fashion. As I mentioned to you guys earlier, we will be talking about climate change and everything that's happening. I have some amazing guys joining me from Latin America. They are joining me remotely from Costa Rica. I have Dr. Eduard Muller and Turner Mojika with me here today. They are joining me via remote communication, and I'm very excited to have the guys on my show.
Thanks for
Dr.
having us,
Eduard.
Angela.
Turner, thanks so much for joining me here on Angie Live in Dubai.
Thank you.
Guy-
Thank you for the invitation.
Of course. So, guys, first off, I mean, I did an intro in the beginning talking about the both of you. I would like you just briefly to talk to my audience. Dr. Edward, I'd let you take it away first. Dr. Mueller, take it away.
Well, it's a real pleasure to be speaking with all these people connected to your program. We're really eager and convinced that we have to move into a different future. We cannot bounce back to the system we were in before, so we have to bounce beyond. And that's my passion, that's my life, and that's what I've been doing for close to 40 years now.
Yep. So, you're here to talk to us about regenerative design. It's one of the many
Yes,
topics with climate change and everything that we have going on in the studios.
that's it. We need to shift our paradigm and we need to really put life in front of everything.
Amazing, amazing stuff. You're also joined by Turner. Both of you guys are in Costa Rica. Turner is also here with us today. I think maybe before we Turner, why don't you let people know exactly Costa Rica is in Latin America. You guys are both there, but you're in very different parts of Costa Rica. And also let my audience know about you.
Yeah, so I'm Turner Mojika. I'm the founder of Turner Mojika Management Consulting. Basically, what it is we provide a service that is able to connect different businesses from different industries, in particular arts, entertainment, fashion, wellness, tourism, even finance, the list goes on and on. Right now, where I find myself is in Costa Rica. I was actually going to San Jose, and from San Jose to Miami, to New York, to Rome, and then back to San Jose, and then COVID-19 hit.
Right.
So I was visiting my parents at the Costa Rican and Nicaraguan border, and that's where I find myself presently. So if you hear birds and monkeys and roosters and cows in the background, that's exactly where I am. Whereas
Right.
Edward finds himself in the city, in San Jose.
Right. So of course
So
that's also why we have a different connection.
yeah, so with Costa Rica in particular, it and meeting Edward, it made me completely redesign actually the way that I do my business, the way that my contacts do their businesses, because regenerative design and development, as Edward will elaborate, is the next step beyond sustainable.
Right.
So I was thinking
Right.
sustainable, but it started to change a bit. And Costa Rica is just that luckily we wound up being here instead of being over there or elsewhere.
Right, right. You guys are lucky they're in a little paradise. Edward, talk to me about your holistic approach in regards to this, everything that's happening. You know, it's very exciting to hear when you talk.
We're in complex times, and actually our biggest challenges are complex. So poverty, climate change, global change, they're all complex problems. And the thing is that in our Western science, our Western education, our Western system, we have turned very reductionist. So we look at things through a very, very small window, through many different professions. And to solve complex problems, you need holistic approaches. So we won't solve climate change through the economy. We won't solve it through culture, through society. We'll only be able to tackle these huge challenges we have through real transdisciplinary work. That means bring many different professions together to try to solve jointly. And actually, not only professionals, we need indigenous knowledge, we need community, we need experience, we need knowledge, we need wisdom. We've forgotten to actually produce wisdom. We end up with data, information, knowledge, and we forget the last step. And I think this is, I always say it, this is the best scientifically documented planetary extinction. We know exactly where we're going to go out of this planet, and we're not capable of developing solutions because we're all stuck in our silos. Our universities are stuck in departments, and we
Right.
need to break walls. And that's why I founded my own university 26 years ago, because I wasn't able to make these changes in the national system.
Yeah. How do you think that COVID-19 will impact what you're doing today? I mean, what kind of an impact is that having on A, climate change, and B, regenerative design?
Well, actually, COVID is it. I'll try to be very diplomatic with this, but it's a gift from nature. Nature's helping us because it's sending us a small sample of what is to come. So if COVID wasn't here, we'd be facing a huge, even bigger challenge probably in the next 10 to 20 years. And that's because of biodiversity loss, because we're ruining the landscapes with fertilizers, we're killing the oceans with fertilizers, we're actually killing our planet. So
Right.
nature was really good enough to send us a small sample of what it can mean that our institutional buildup, our relationships, our economy is not resilient to change. And we are in permanent change now. And it's really speeding up that change. So actually COVID is a tremendous opportunity because now people are actually valuing things that weren't valued before.
Right.
Anybody who has a kid at home and is working now values school teachers. We value food. I mean, it doesn't matter how expensive the car is; it's in the garage, and that is not going to bring us food. So we actually have a tremendous opportunity for people to reflect if they really want to go back to that life we had before, having the opportunity to move into a new world with abundance, with friendship, with collaboration, not competition. And this is the biggest challenge and that we have because it's a small window of opportunity, but we cannot bounce back. We need to bounce beyond. We need to really build a new future. We've been told we need to adapt climate
Right.
change. No, no, let's not sit down and wait. No, we
Right.
can co-create all together across the planet a better planet. And that's
A
what we have
better
to do.
planet. I love it. Turner, you want to chime in and tell me what your thoughts are on this? I mean, I love the positivity and us having a better planet and putting more out there. I mean, obviously, Dr. Mueller has his own university. You guys are well connected down there in Costa Rica. What's your take on all of this?
Well, it is shining a light on things and the people that are important, not only, our healthcare workers and doctors and nurses, but also our artists. Because in this period of lockdown, people are falling back to the arts, whether it be film, whether it be music, or they're reading more, or maybe they're doing arts and crafts with their children, or maybe they're picking up the guitar again. And it's also changed the dynamic in ways that we communicate through the arts. Film
Right.
festivals are now online. People are using more streaming technology, over-the-top streaming technology, to actually get their work out. And even the dynamic of how films are produced, whether it be in pre-production, production, or post-production, a lot of people are doing it remotely. So the arts have had a way, and I think it's always been this way, of uniting people. But right now, there's also a focus on the importance of it, and also what's going to be happening post-COVID, how people actually think about themselves, how people are actually becoming filmmakers themselves, shining the light on their own individual and personal experiences that we all have, which connects all of us. So I also agree with Dr. Mueller how this pandemic, in a way, despite the personal loss and cost, is a reminder for us that there is the possibility to actually change post-COVID. So we're sowing the seeds right now so that we're creating a better future, but there is also a sense of urgency
Right.
that it
Right.
has to be done now. And I think that we're starting to feel that. So the arts have always had a way of uniting and connecting, and it's a very exciting time depending on the way that you look at it. More people that are engaged in the arts, in film, also in fashion.
Right.
More people are
Right.
becoming more independent in terms of how they deal with their e-commerce or their stores, and connecting with other people as well. It's becoming more
Absolutely.
of a community instead of as what was mentioned before, competition versus cooperation. So more people are working together, like any film production or any
Right.
music production or any fashion design. There's all
Speaking
these
of
different
film, you
moving
actually have a
pieces.
film studio there in Costa Rica. Tell us a little bit about the film studio.
Wait a minute. It is a film studio in development.
In
Now, we've
development.
been
Okay.
in development because, we've been thinking about this for a while. But when I met Dr. Mueller, I always had a way of thinking of how can we make this sustainable? How can we make even the production a way of reducing the production of carbon? You know what I mean? And when I met Dr. Mueller, he started talking about regenerative design and development. So I had to rethink everything. And our concept is to come up with the world's first regenerative, not only film studio, but also um, recording studio, an
Okay.
art center, an educational center, kind of like a little mini Google campus, but completely regenerative. So that's something that's in development right now, but it is actually becoming a reality because
Amazing.
this pandemic has really gotten things moving.
Right,
People are
right.
starting to take things
Yeah, it
seriously,
has a
and it's
lot of
uniting people.
negatives, but in certain areas with things that you guys are talking about, of course, it's had its somewhat positives as well. Dr. Mueller, how is your university dealing with this situation? Are you able to still have that ongoing? How are your people there adapting to this new, I would say, new trend, actually?
That's a good question and a difficult one to answer because the answer is I don't know.
Okay, no problem at all.
we,
Yeah.
we started online education 24 years ago. I started the university 26 years ago to train people for sustainability, sustainable development. We started online 24 years ago when I was told you couldn't do any sort of education online, that it was not possible. And 10 years ago, we shifted to regenerative development. I think we're only the only university right now that is focused completely on regenerative development. And so we were online, so our students are not having trouble studying. But Costa Rica, for example, is, and Latin America in general, is very dependent on tourism. And all the people that are working in tourism lost their jobs. So right now, about 40% of our students are not capable of paying for their studies. We're still running, and I'm
Right.
going to keep on running until
And you are
I
the
can bring.
only university in the Western Hemisphere that actually accepts cryptocurrency, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure we're the only one, but yes, we're one of the first ones. It's with Seeds. That's the name of the cryptocurrency. Joinseeds.com.
Okay.
Yes, because we need to develop alternative possibilities for people to keep on studying. We're actually using cryptocurrency now to activate the transition from tourism to farming to food production because there's so many people without jobs, without money, without being able to buy food. So regenerative development is actually local empowerment, local development, looking and coming back to the arts question, you cannot move people only through money. You need to move them
Right.
through their heart. And that's where art
Absolutely.
comes for the heart.
So, you guys are an amazing combination, of course, because it's, I mean, you are obviously a doctor, educationalist, you're all about that. Turner is arts and entertainment, and combining the two, I think that you'll have a positive impact on anybody who might be tuning in and want to learn more, because if you combine the both forces, then we have a very exciting future. Turner, any more words on that? What is the future plans?
Well, what we're doing right now is that the future isn't really the future because the future is right now. We're working on projects right now that will enable Costa Rica to be the first regenerative nation that's going to be setting the precedent so that other nations are able to copy this formula that's very organic, and it seems like it's complex, but it isn't, because essentially the elements that make any project regenerative, the main elements are the people that are involved that feel the
Right.
same way. And being able to move people through their hearts and also their minds, but also having that a business, a very practical business mindset, but it's also compassionate business. And it's happening right now as we speak. Costa Rica has become sort of almost like the vortex, not only for Latin America, but also for different projects that are happening worldwide. And what we've done in the past, what I've done personally working with my contacts on 5 different continents, mainly concentrated in Europe and Asia, is that everybody knows that Latin America is an emerging market. It's the future in many ways. And what we're doing is we're inviting investors, we're inviting executives to look at our projects, to learn from it, and to talk about it and see what we can do to actually make it all happen because it's happening right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
the initiative I'm leading is called Regenerate Costa Rica. We're going to serve as an example for other countries to follow. So, how do we go back to living within our planetary boundaries and develop the society towards well being? So, those are the two major focus points. And we're actually co leading an initiative with New Zealand also for designing a roadmap for regeneration. And we're going to be example for the whole Commonwealth that is already approved through Common Earth and Common Earth Alliance. So we are actually now educating. We have the first master's program in project management focused on regenerative development in the planet. And we need to actually train people how to go beyond sustainability because we're tied to traditional frameworks, but we need to break away from them really quickly to be able to have an emergence to a new reverence for life, as the Earth Charter says, when we get out of the COVID. So we need to shine light at the end of the tunnel and how to do it. And we can. We have all the knowledge, we have all the science. We just need that shift from the heart and from community and from bringing people to actually co-create. Everybody has a voice in this.
Right. Dr. Mueller, if somebody, let's say, wanted to get involved and wanted to learn more about this and see how they could help, with, obviously climate change, with what you're doing, with everything, and get on board and have a more active voice, what do you recommend that they can do? Can they contact you guys? How can someone get involved, and, how can we make a difference?
Please join the movement. Contact me. Maybe you can put up my email address there. It's at emuller@uci.ac.cr. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. And actually, we need to engage at least 2 billion people over the next years to shift to a planet that will survive, and not only survive, but will thrive. We need to flourish. We need our people to flourish. We need to be happy. We cannot be slaves of a system that just sucks the blood out of us. That is not what we need, because that system is a linear thinking, and we need to go to nature-based solutions. We need to look at nature. Nature has taught us how to live. It has given us the opportunities, and we didn't enjoy it. We need nature. Nature does not need us. It's not going out and taking care and recycling a bottle. It's actually recognizing that we need to have a reverence, need to have respect for nature to keep on providing us the essential services for us to keep alive. And that is the shift in mindset that we need.
Yeah, super. Turner, how do you feel about all of this and its relationship to the arts and entertainment? I mean, guys, we are actually winding down, so I have about 5 minutes left on my set. And but I'd like you to chime in, Turner, on this and just let people know, how they can help, and how, it's important to involve the arts and entertainment with both the education factor.
Well, first of all, we're all connected. All of us are connected. All of us have families. All of us have friends. All of us feel love, caring, openness, respect, understanding, and forgiveness. I mean, these are human sensations, but they're sensations also with sentient beings or animals. I mean, we're a part of everything. Mm-hmm. How do we take this connection that we feel, and how do we apply it towards our daily lives, and how do we feed our families this way? The paradigm is changing. There's a shift, a complete shift. And I think that we all feel it. We all know it. We're going to come out of this.
Absolutely.
In order to get information, I mean, you can always contact Dr. Mueller. For me, it's really easy, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Twitter, LinkedIn. It's just Turner Mojika Management.
Right.
But it's just not myself. There are artists, entertainers, especially executives. So, and that, I think this getting together and making it all happen, that is, like I said, the future is not tomorrow. I mean, it's happening right now.
I totally agree. Absolutely. And to my viewers actually watching, it's early morning for my friends in Costa Rica. It is bright and early, so I really appreciate the guys being up and about. I think we're a 10 or 11 hour time difference, It's evening for us over here in the great United Arab Emirates. And guys, thanks so much for joining me. I will definitely be inviting you both back on.
Thanks,
you. Yes,
Angela.
Absolutely. I will have you both
Fantastic.
back on, because I think this is a really important topic to talk about, and to, people will start waking up. Little by little, we'll make a difference, we'll impact globally.
Exactly.
Angela, you're going to be a leader in regeneration. We'll make that happen.
Yes.
Make it
That's
happen.
true.
I love it. I love it, guys. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Guys at home, Everybody watching, that is all the time I have for today. I am Angela GEGG. A big thank you to Tutus and Dr. Mueller and Turner for joining me in the studios today. We're live at 5 on Viewsol TV right here on Planet Dubai. A big thank you to the whole Viewsol team behind the scenes for making this show possible. It is shout out time, but I am running short on time, so I'm going to shift those shout outs to tomorrow. My apologies. But we've got Vegas, New York, Los Angeles, Denver, Russia, the Ukraine, France, London, the entire Central South America and the Caribbean. And to every person that's tuned in worldwide, you rock, especially those of you right here in the United Arab Emirates. Guys, stay at home. Send me your requests. Send me your shout outs. Feel free to connect with me on my website, angelagegg.com. We have sweepstakes and giveaways, so check that out. And also send your shout-outs over to me at ageg@viewsolive.com. If you'd like information about Dr. Mueller and Turner and my previous guests, please also let me know. Broadcasting live at 5 from our studios here in Media City for Viewsol TV, I am Angela GEGG. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place.